What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for choosing us again. It was a great pleasure. I love you very much. Zack is my name. I know who you are. I don't know who you are. I mean, I don't know who you are. But hey, I know we're gonna like each other if you watch this video until the end. Thank you so much. I salute you from all over the place. Zimbabwe, I see you. South Africa, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, Nigeria, Jamaica, Wagwan Mibas, the United States of America and the UK. Thank you very much. Malawi, Ethiopia, Somalia, South Sudan, Niger. I cannot cite everybody. It's just insane. Botswana, Dumelang. Anyway, so we have some very bad news. I'm sure you heard about it by now. The president of Iran's helicopter has been brought down. Apparently, it was a forced landing. I'm not very technical, but forced landing will probably mean the helicopter being forced to land due to whatever discomfort that's being experienced up there.
عزیزمون چه شما که اینجا نشستید چه کسانی که بعداً عرایض ما رو میشنون مطمئن باشن که هیچ اختلالی در کار کشور به وجود نمیاد.
It's very sad news, obviously, for his family, and as well for many people that support Iran in many, many ways. We all know Iran has been, one of the countries that's stood very, very strong against America and many other nations that many people find oppressive to the world. And this person was the president of Iran, or the ex-president by now, unfortunately, is gone. Ibrahim Raisi was a very strong figure that resisted drastically to the West. He wasn't a pushover. He was one of those guys that say, if you dare to do anything that's inappropriate, we're going to respond to you. I'm sure you saw a few weeks ago when Iran ran fire on Israel because they hit the embassy in Damascus in Syria. That was an order from this president. He ordered it. So many people are speaking, many speculations, thinking, was this planned? Was this something that was coordinated by the United States and Israel, perhaps? A lot of people are talking. We're going to try to find out here. If we can, we're going to try to find out. So basically, he went to the northwest of the country, next to Azerbaijan, where they had a meeting with Azerbaijan officials about cooperation, about waters, about energy, and many other things. So he was accompanied by 2 other helicopters flying to Azerbaijan, now preparing to return to the capital where the unfortunate event happened. So out of the 3 helicopters, only his helicopter went down. A lot of questions have been raised for quite some time. They were very worried because there was nobody alive. What could be the reason to this? Like I said earlier, many people think the CIA or maybe Mossad of Israel could be some of the people that touched that helicopter. I mean, we have a very good question here. There was 3 helicopters, right? 3 helicopters. And only the specific helicopter that took the president went down. Why? I mean, what are the odds? Apparently, they said there was too much mist, fog up there, so you couldn't see. As per the people that are experienced, they will tell you that you can't take an helicopter when there's fogs in the air. I remember a while back trying to go get an helicopter ride, and I was told the weather's not nice. I felt actually very bad. I was almost angry at the guy, like, why? I want to go. I've got money. I want to do it. And it was like, sir, we cannot do it today. I was very, very disappointed. I can't remember what occasion it was, my birthday or something. I was actually very unhappy. Then a few days after, the weather was cleared and I went to the helicopter and I did my ride. It was nice. But then later on, when I found out that many incidents happens during bad weather with helicopters, then I was like, oh, okay. Helicopters have brought down many, many people. Like I said, let's get back on track. 3 helicopters flying together, transporting different people, different personalities of governments, various governments. We're talking about Iran government and Azerbaijan government. Now, out of the 3 helicopters, only the helicopter that's carrying the president goes down. How do you explain that? Was it shot? Maybe. We don't know. Were the other 2 helicopters complicit of what happened? We don't know about that. Did they really come down because of the weather? Like, didn't the pilot see that there was a possibility due to the weather and decided to stay a day? That's another question. But then there's another situation here. We hear that Iran, unfortunately, have some issues with helicopters and planes and stuff, because for many years we know Iran has been sanctioned. This is not a special occasion. Apparently, they say just this year the sports minister was unalived by an helicopter crash. So many people are blaming this on lack of services for the equipment, lack of parts, because Iran is sanctioned and Iran cannot get parts from different other countries. So the minister of sports was unalived by an helicopter. We also know that some army general were unalived by an helicopter crash. So this is occurring a couple of times now. Can we say perhaps this is because of the lack of services? Before we say that, another question comes, because why is America afraid of Iran if they have no parts, they have no servicing facilities? Why isn't America or Israel reacting? Because we know when they don't like you, these people come to your door. They will come and remove you by force. Why have they not gone to Iran like they went to Syria? Because they're afraid of Iran. They know Iran has power. We know America and their friends do not attack countries that are capable of defending themselves. They didn't go to Iran solely because Iran is very strong. So I see it very difficult to believe that Iran, that is such a strong country and everybody's worried about them, they will develop a nuclear power, bombs and missiles, having an helicopter fail and one of the most powerful people in the country unalived. Are we together? So, who is this man? His name is President Ibrahim Raisi. He is the president. But in Iran, they have a very specific system where there is somebody above the president. This is the Ayatollah. He is the number one most powerful person in the country, followed by this president. He was supposed to take power after the Ayatollah was not in power anymore. So he's the next person in line, and he's been very, very strong, especially toward Israel, on responding whenever Israel did anything they didn't like. Should we worry that something drastic is going to happen? We're going to find out very soon. But then again, there are weird stuff. We know Kobe Bryant, the American basketball player, one of the best, if not the best basketball player in the world. His life ended because of an helicopter crash. And unfortunately, he lost everything with that. Anyway, he was a very rich man. Some people believe it was done because, it was purposely done. He wanted to purchase something that some people didn't want him to purchase. There's a lot of stories like that. And this is not the first time you hear stories where somebody powerful's helicopter or airplane is tampered with so he can, Let me know how you feel about this. It's always a great pleasure. Was this an accident? Or do you feel somebody played with this? It's just crazy to see 3 helicopters flying to the same direction, in the same moment, in the same environment, and only one, the one that's carrying the president of the most hated country in the world, goes to the ground. Do you think anybody would claim of the president? I don't think anybody would. I don't think the United States would. I don't think Israel would. Because by claiming that, you are declaring war to Iran and they're going to respond. So the best way would be if we did it, let's just stay quiet. I want to know what you think. God bless.